This video tutorial I will explain firewall. First point is introduction to firewalls. Firewalls are network security devices and they safeguard networks by blocking unauthorized access. Second point is purpose of firewalls. Firewalls prevents unauthorized access to the network and it monitors incoming traffic and outgoing traffic. Third point is functionality. Firewall uses predefined security rules to detect and prevent potential threats. Fourth point is monitoring traffic. Firewall watches both incoming data and outgoing data and implements security measures to ensure network safety. What is a firewall? A firewall is a network security device. It exists in hardware or software forms. And the functionality of firewalls are monitors all incoming and outgoing traffic and applies predefined security rules. Actions taken by firewalls are accepts, rejects and drops. Accepts meaning allow the traffic to pass, rejects meaning blocks the traffic and sends an unreachable error message, drops meaning blocks the traffic without sending any response. Purpose of the firewalls are filter network traffic based on preset security policies and act as a barrier between an organization internal network and the open internet. Basic functions are separate private internal networks from the open internet and establishes a line of defense against unauthorized access. Now we will see how firewall works. The firewall checks network traffic against set of rules it has. When firewall finds a route that matches the traffic, it takes action accordingly. For example, rules might say the human resource employees cannot access data from the code server, but system administrators can access data from both HR and technical departments. These rules are set based on what organization needs and organization security policies. From the server's point of view, the network traffic can either be going out from the server or coming to the server. The firewall has different rules for outgoing traffic and incoming traffic. Outgoing traffic from the server is usually allowed without much restriction, but it is good idea to have rules for outgoing traffic to enhance security and block unwanted communication. Incoming traffic is handled differently. Most traffic reaching the firewall uses one of the three main transport layer protocols: TCP, UDP, or ICMP. These types all have a source address and destination address. Additionally, TCP and UDP use port numbers, while ICMP uses type code to indicate the purpose of each packet. Now we will see what is default policy. Firewalls must have default policy due to difficulty of covering every possible rule. Default policy dictates the action to take if no specific rule matches incoming traffic. Default policy includes actions such as accept, reject, or drop. For example, consider an SSH connection to the server without no specific rule defined on the firewall. In such cases, the firewall follows the default policy. If the default policy is set to accept, any external computer can establish an SSH connection. Setting the default policy as drop or reject is recommended for enhanced security. Now we will see functions of firewall. The first one is data filtering. The firewall acts as a gatekeeper for data entering the computer network or leaving the computer network. Firewall ensures that all the data passes through it. The second one is data integrity. When data packet passes through the firewall safely, it ensures that the important data remains unchanged and intact. Third one is logging network activity. The firewall records each data packet passing through it, allowing users to monitor network activities effectively. The fourth one is data security. Since the data is securely stored within the data packets, it cannot be altered or tampered with during the transmission. Fifth one is access control. The firewall examines every attempt to access the operating system. blocking traffic from sources that are unidentified or unwanted, thus enhancing security. Now we will see the advantages of using firewall. The first one is protection from unauthorized access. Firewalls can restrict incoming traffic from specific IP addresses or networks. This prevents unauthorized individuals or hackers from accessing the network easily. The second one is prevention of malware and threats. Firewalls can block traffic associated with the known malware or security threats. This helps to defend against various types of attacks and ensures network security. Third one is control of network access. Firewalls enable the limitation of access to specific servers or applications. This allows for the restriction of access to certain network resources or services. The fourth one is monitoring network activity. Firewalls can record and track all the network activity. This aids in identifying suspicious behavior and potential security breaches. Fifth one is regulatory compliance. Many industries are required to implement firewalls or other security measures to comply with regulations. This ensures adherence to industry standards and legal requirements. Sixth one is network segmentation. Firewalls can be used to divide a larger network into smaller subnets. This reduces the attack surface and enhances overall network security. Now we will see the disadvantages of using firewall. The first one is complexity. Setting up and maintaining firewall can be time consuming and challenging, particularly for larger networks or larger companies with diverse users and devices. The second one is limited visibility. Firewalls may struggle to detect or prevent security threats operating at other levels, such as application level or endpoint level, as they primarily manage traffic at the network level. Third one is a false sense of security. Businesses might overly rely on their firewall, neglecting other essential security measures like endpoint security or intrusion detection systems. The fourth one is limited adaptability. Rule based firewalls may struggle to respond effectively to emerging security threats and potentially leaving network vulnerable. Fifth one is performance impact. Firewalls, especially if configured to analyze or manage high volumes of traffic, can significantly impact network performance. Sixth one is limited scalability. Businesses with multiple networks may need to deploy multiple firewalls, increasing cost and management complexity. The seventh one is limited VPN support. Some firewalls may lack advanced VPN features such as split tunneling, which can impact the remote workers' experience. Eighth one is cost. Acquiring multiple devices or additional features for firewall system can incur significant expenses, particularly for businesses. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please click on like button and please subscribe to my channel. You can get Java source code and PowerPoint presentation for each and every video. That you can see it in the description section of the video. Click on show more and here you can see the description and here you can see the links to download source code and PowerPoint presentation.